Alright guys, today we're taking a little break talking about World of Warcraft to talk about a very interesting emerging project, which is a Lord of the Rings Online vanilla server. Now I'm not talking about the retail Lord of the Rings Online legendary servers here, because these were a pretty poor attempt at legacy servers, let's be honest. Imagine playing retail World of Warcraft but rolled back to classic WoW with all the same class changes and other game changes. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. No, so the project I'm talking about today is Echoes of Angmar, a true vanilla project emulating Book 11 content, so the base game Shadows of Angmar, before any more expansions or changes were made to the game. So it's pre-class changes, pre-raid changes, and pre-all of the world changes. It will be exactly like playing Lord of the Rings back in 2007. This is essentially the same project as Nestarius back in the day, which was an authentic emulation of vanilla World of Warcraft before it did eventually evolve into retail classic World of Warcraft. By the way guys, if you don't want to miss any news or updates about this server, I will be covering pretty much everything that I can, so be sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss anything. Now this project is something I'm very interested in. I've tried to get into Lord of the Rings Online a number of times, but much like retail World of Warcraft, it has lost some of the core MMO elements and philosophy. The game is now tailored to be more of a single player RPG. The content scales to the player, and you can complete dungeons, or in this case instances, and raids as a single player. I mean, imagine doing Icecrown Citadel as a single player. How terrible would that be? And that's not to mention how Lord of the Rings Online is plagued by cash shop features, pay-to-win experience boosts, pay-to-win mounts, and an extensive cosmetic shop. There's so much cluttery cosmetic features in this game that the game has become more of an Animal Crossing MMO where you have a house and you show off all of your cosmetics to other players on the server and your friends, rather than doing some actual orc slaying, some proper raid content. When you play a Lord of the Rings game, you want to get stuck into the action, killing orcs, goblins, trolls, ring wraiths, fell beasts, or, the occasional dragon, not decorating my living room. I'm not saying play housing is a bad thing, but it really feels like Lord of the Rings Online is effectively Animal Crossing now. In my humble opinion, I really think it is a serious mess of a game, and it's no wonder that even when the Lord of the Rings franchise blows up in popularity and traffic, with things like The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings Rings of Power, the population on these servers remains incredibly low. It's also no great mystery as to why when I was streaming a stress test of the Echoes of Angmar server on Twitch, I was actually higher than the developer's own Twitch channel in the Lord of the Rings Online section, meaning the developers of retail Lord of the Rings Online. The Echoes of Angmar server project is gaining a lot of interest and traffic. There are now thousands of people on their Discord server. And this really is no surprise. People want a more old school social based MMO with fatty cash shop features trimmed away. I will admit that obviously a lot of it probably is a hint of nostalgia, but I do lurk the Discord a lot. And a lot of people are always talking about how it's great how the game encourages you to seek groups and to make friends and fellowships with players in the game in order to complete difficult group quests and instance content. You can't just do it all yourself. I mean, what's the point of playing MMO if you can complete group content on your own? Leveling itself is also way more challenging, and you don't just get legendaries thrown in your face. It's a humble and exciting adventure in Middle-earth. And who wouldn't want to run around Middle-earth discovering your favourite locations from the books and films, quests with the main characters from the books, in a social dynamic world which can be shared with your friends, rather than a solo levelling journey trying to force feed you cosmetics from the cash shop all of the time. Now this really is the exact same narrative as the original Nestarius vanilla servers. People very simply wanted to go back and play a proper MMO. Now you probably want to know how on earth you can play this server. Well, it's still currently in development. There have been a few stress tests already, and the population of players playing the server has been literally insane. They aim to release a beta late 2022, so around December time, in a couple of months. Now this isn't effectively an early release of a server. They will release with Shadows of Angmar launch content, so this is up to Book 8, and then they will continue to release further content up to Book 11. Obviously when it is ready, and then possibly until Book 14 if the servers are in fact popular enough. They will also in the future release a beta for Monster Play to see if they can get that going and eventually hopefully release it. What I'd recommend for you to do if you're interested in the project is to check out their Discord and the website for more information, which will obviously be linked in the description. We'll also have all information on how you can start playing. There will be some stress tests this month in November coming very soon, so guys, get involved, show a bit of love to the project, and you know, hopefully this story will follow the same chapters as Nostalrius did, and the developers of Lord of the Rings Online will take this project seriously and aim to release their own true vanilla servers in the future, because this is something I would definitely play if the developers did provide it. Anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video there. If you haven't already, please do check out my second channel. I've got loads of content on there, and there will potentially be Lord of the Rings Online content on there coming soon, like vanilla Lord of the Rings Online guides, like I did for Classic WoW back in the day. Anyway, my name is MetaGoblin. Until the next video, ciao.